I'm Kendall, the CEO of SalonIQ, and I'm really excited to be at the head offices today in London with Treatwell.
Hiya, I'm Aaron. I'm the Managing Director at Treatwell here for the UK and Ireland, Belgium and Netherlands. I'm really excited to be with Sam today and to announce this partnership between SalonIQ and Treatwell, and very excited for what the future holds and looking forward to telling you more about it today.
Excellent. So Aaron, tell us about Treatwell and the mission behind the business.
So we are the largest marketplace for beauty and wellness. Our goal is to make it very seamless for businesses to manage their bookings, but more importantly, to drive footfall through those business doors. We operate across 13 countries in Europe, our biggest market being the UK. And one of our biggest goals is to ensure that we have the best salons on our marketplace so that consumers can book and can have the best experiences possible.
I love that. And what are the biggest changes you've seen in the industry over the past few years?
Yeah, good question. I think technology is changing in the industry quite rapidly. Yeah. I think businesses now, before would be a walk-in, someone would sit there, they'd take the booking, they would leave.
Yeah.
Now it's about looking at the data, the history of the client, the behaviors of the client, and it's expanding quickly, as we said. So like it's going now to AI receptionists, which you guys have just brought out, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the industry change, and also for the consumer side as well. Customers don't want to call salons; they want to book at their own convenience at 11 p.m. in the night, or at 6 a.m. in the morning traveling to work. They want to book at their own convenience, and then they want to turn up, have that great experience. They want to leave reviews, they want to see reviews, see pictures.
Yeah.
So I see technology is the biggest change right now in our industry.
It's funny you mention that, actually, because we're noticing as well from a consumer point that they're booking a lot more sort of later on in the evening, even early hours of the morning for their appointments.
Yes.
And salons obviously aren't open at that time. So by having that AI receptionist, with IQ Connect that we've got, we're seeing it's amazing what it's doing. So from your point as well, from Treatwell's side of being that marketplace, you can really see those trends changing.
Yeah.
And from the consumer side as well.
Exactly. And you think about like when you book holidays now, you book your hotels, you book your trains, everything is done online, right?
Yeah.
At your own convenience. So beauty is just falling into the same spot.
Yeah, exactly. So what do today's salon owners expect from technology that they didn't 5 years ago?
I think more demanding in terms of what they need to run a business. The salon for me is like being able to advertise their business, being able to display the quality of their work, being able to showcase what they do every day, and the experiences they deliver is what I'm particularly seeing. And I think that's really important as well. And years ago, like that could be quite expensive to do that type of marketing. Now you have a platform where you can showcase your reviews, your quality of your work. You can showcase the quality of your work through pictures, and you can also showcase the quality of your work through the services you deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I wanted to touch on, obviously looking from SalonIQ's side of really looking after salon businesses, hair, beauty, barbers, clinics and spas, the biggest challenge I think that we're seeing is that businesses really are struggling to get new clients through the door, which is partly how this partnership has come about, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. I'm not sure if it's something that you're experiencing as well, but new clients, you have to get new clients through the door to grow the business, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's retaining those clients, but ultimately you need new footfall. Tell me a little bit about that. Are you experiencing the same thing?
Yeah, I think we experience exactly the same, and particularly there are different types of areas that we operate in, right? And you have your more dense cities, your London, Manchesters, Birmingham, etc., where there is a lot of traffic and a lot of footfall, people booking quite regularly. You have outside of those areas more your loyal customers where it's very small cities. But in all of it, our goal is to create a platform. We recently did an initiative called Travel with Treatwell, and just displaying that people travel to places and they still need to book. Your looking after yourself doesn't stop ever, and that's why we have this logo internally, or treat yourself well. And I think consumers do exactly the same thing. They want to treat themselves well, and wherever they go, they want to have the ability to book.
Yeah, absolutely. And then looking again at Salon software, I think there was a bit of a misconception about Salon software. You obviously have Salon software as well. That's another part of Treatwell and your business and your model. But again, the misconception I think is that Salon software is just an appointment book. But it's not. It helps drive your business. It gives you insights. It gives you growth opportunities. Yeah, I think that's, again, it's something that we need to get across, I think, to the industry to help salons thrive and grow. As you said before about technology and AI evolving and changing rapidly. And I don't know if you have these insights, but looking at SalonIQ's data, there's still about 45% of the industry that aren't on Salon software or using a digital appointment book. But it's more than just that, isn't it? It helps grow the business. It gives the insights, the support, the education.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that too?
Yeah, I think there's a big misconception that actually technology can take or absorb time.
Yeah.
But actually it does the opposite.
Yeah.
It's speeding up the process of being able to focus on the good things, which they are delivering, which is the services, running the teams, managing the shop itself, the salon, should I say. But what I particularly see is that when salons buy into software, it really is a game changer for them. Yeah. And for the points that you mentioned, they get data insights, which is invaluable to any business. They also get marketing. Yeah. They also get history of their clients, not making a client repeat themselves of their last service or meeting them and greeting them with the experience that they had before makes a massive difference, right, to the journey of a customer.
But side note to that, I think it's really important, whatever software you're using, whether that be SalonIQ or Treatwell, it's using it to the best of its ability, use it to its full potential, and so many businesses don't use it to its advantage, to what it's got. It would maybe use 10% or 15% of its offering, mainly the appointment book. But as you said, you've got marketing, payroll, the reporting, the dashboards, AI insights now that we've just launched. There's so much to it. It's not just an appointment book. It's a full marketing system as well. Yeah. So, going to the partnership, which is why we're having this conversation today, why did Treatwell choose to partner with SalonIQ?
Yeah, good question. We work in the same industry, and to be quite honest, like a lot of our team would talk to SalonIQ salons, and we would often hear really great feedback about SalonIQ, and I think that's what drove the reach out to SalonIQ to form the partnership, was because you have fantastic relationships with your partners. I think family-led business.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I think that those values actually go through your customers, and it's clear to see from the outside as well. Yeah. And that was what really drove the passion for us, is that we wanted to work with a business that deeply cares about their partners in the same way that we do for our partners and our customers, and also the quality of what you work with as well. Building a marketplace, we want to have the best salons on our marketplace, and you guys have incredible salons, so the opportunity to work together was a no-brainer for us.
I think, again, if prior to looking back at SalonIQ, so again, family-owned business, as you said, been around 12 years now, 12, 13 years, a team of 35, so we're growing, but everything's tight, we run very smoothly in operations. But I just feel that when we were having discussions prior to this partnership happening, shall we do the marketplace? But actually, you know what? Why? That's not our sweet spot. That's not what we specialise in. That's not what we're experts in. Let you guys do what you do best. You're the marketplace. You're fantastic. Europe's #1 marketplace. So why not partner with you? We'll do what we do, continue what we're doing best, and then collaborate the two together. For me, it was just the best partnership that could happen for the whole industry. What stood out to you about SalonIQ? I mean, had you thought about doing this with anybody else? Because we've got to admit, Aaron, we were just joking actually prior to coming on, and we were enemies prior to this, but now we're friends. We're just taking a little bit of getting used to, but it works. And at the end of the day, we've both got the same vision and goals to help the salons, to help get them new clients, to grow and strengthen their businesses. Yeah. So it just makes sense to collaborate. So what stood out about SalonIQ?
Yeah, I think, to the first question, we definitely spoke to a lot of different businesses, to be transparent with you. Yeah. But it became very clear to us, we wanted to work with people that had real openness, wanted to gain the same success, right? Yeah. Your success is our success and vice versa, especially during this partnership. And what was really clear is working with you, Cara, Jenny, the team, there was a real willingness to want to make this work with us. And I think that made our decision really easy. And I think the tech teams have worked incredibly close together, and there's still work to still be done, right? But what's really exciting is we've started this partnership, and I think that it's going to be a prosperous partnership as well.
Definitely. And why now?
Why now is because it's becoming a very competitive landscape. You look at all the apps out there right now, and we want to be the number one. And to be the number one, you have to have, like I mentioned before, the best salons on your platform. That offer the best services and that make customers want to come back. And I think that partnership with SalonIQ allows us to continue to accelerate in that direction.
One thing we always, whatever we're doing, any partnership we create, any business we collaborate with, making the life easier for salon owners, always.
Yes.
You know, they're wearing so many hats. We still run salons ourselves, so we're not just behind the computer screen. We know exactly what's happening. We can feel the challenges, whether that be recruitment, marketing, new clients coming through the door. We feel it, getting to that phone call because you can't, so you have to get the receptionist.
Yes.
You know, we feel those challenges as well. So for me and for the team here at SalonIQ, the collaboration was so important to combine those two platforms together, because at the moment you're logging into SalonIQ, you're logging into Treatwell separately, but if we can sync those two together, so it's one access, one platform, one onboarding process, it just makes it easier.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing actually, like making salons' lives less about admin and just more about ease.
We're creative people, right?
Yeah, exactly. But they are more creative than us, and we need to allow them to continue that creativity. So, like for us, I think, like you said, it's just take away the admin and make sure that they can focus on what's best for them, which is delivering exceptional services to clients.
Yeah. So, what opportunities does Treatwell have to offer to salons to grow?
Yeah, many opportunities. So specifically on the marketplace side, we have an incredible tool which basically acts as a high street. So when a consumer goes onto our marketplace, they see all the salons, and your salon, you want to stand out. So you can adapt your photos how you want it. You can change your menu. There is a misconception about discounting, for example. You don't have to discount. Clients may know your brand already, but being advertised, it may attract them because you have that brand. You also can display your reviews. Reviews is so popular. Like we see that on, I personally see it when I'm booking like holidays. I look at the reviews.
I'm always looking at reviews.
Exactly.
Always.
And I think you guys do a lot with Google, I believe, as well. So we do the same, but ours is on our marketplace, and they're authentic as well. And a lot of customers trust us because a client can't just add a review for no reason. It has to be off the back of an appointment. And that's really driven a loyalty between our consumers and our salons. And what we were saying earlier is like, you can have this incredible page which drags traffic to you, and you convert it, you bring it in as a client. You do pay a fee. We're really transparent in saying that. So you pay the 35% commission. But the lifetime value of that is what really opens the door, right? Because if that customer then comes back multiple times, that's one of the cheapest marketing tools that you have. Even the first appointment is a relatively cheap, right? When you compare it to Instagram ads, Google ads, leaflets and campaigns around your area, it does add up. So this is a guaranteed customer walking through your door, which you then can create a unique experience with that turns into a lifetime valued customer.
And then mastering that new client within SalonIQ, within our retention program, supports the lifetime value of that client, which is automated. You can set it up quite easily in SalonIQ. So you're retaining that new client coming from Treatwell, so they remain a long-term client. If you break down that 35%, it may seem a lot on that one client, but as you said, you're then not emailing them, calling them, marketing to them thereafter when they're in the SalonIQ system, which I really like. How does the marketplace help salons attract quality new clients? So I know you touched on promotions and discounts that you don't have to do, which I think is important to not attract those that are always looking for a promotion or discount. So how do you help salons promote high quality, full paying clients?
It depends what you define as high quality, right? Because the quality difference can be, is a high quality someone that comes in and books multiple times. So they book once, but then they spend, I don't know, 20 different times across the year with you. Or a high quality appointment is that person that buys a high valued appointment once and then that's the last time you see them because they only have one treatment a year. So it depends. I think the way to attract it is to make sure that your marketplace profile stands out. It's to make sure that your descriptions on your services are clear.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then it's to make sure that when that client comes in, you deliver an exceptional service with them and you create a unique relationship with your tools, with your insights from your data, your retention tools, and you keep them coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a lot of salon businesses, hair, beauty, barbers, clinics, spas with Treatwell.
Yes.
But there are an awful lot that don't. So what would you say to a salon owner who's considering Treatwell but never used a marketplace before?
Yeah, don't think.
Are you mad? What are you doing?
No, I think every business has the same goal, including our businesses, right?
Yeah.
It's to grow, and in order to grow, you mentioned this at the start, you need to have new customers constantly coming in, and you also need to nurture the existing customers to continue to come back. And for us, I see it in the same way. If you're not using a software to manage your business, I would say that you're going slower than everybody else.
Yeah.
And if you're not using a marketplace to attract new clients, you're either paying a lot of money through other advertisement channels, which I don't always recommend because it's not guaranteeing you clients, it's just guaranteeing you exposure. Yeah. Whereas ours is guaranteeing you clients. And then it allows you to then focus on growing, right? And building, the services that you want to do.
Focusing on other areas of the business.
Exactly.
So let the marketplace attract the new clients, bring in those new clients, then let SalonIQ support them, retain them, teach you. Obviously, it comes from your team as well, putting in that input of retaining those clients, getting them to rebook once they leave, before they leave for their appointment. Okay, so let's look a little bit more and talk a bit more about the integration. So I know there will be some listening and watching now that will want to know how it works. So from a technical point, won't go into too much technical detail, but SalonIQ users, it's really, really simple to onboard. We've made it as smooth and an easier flow as possible to do this. Our technical teams, when we first got, this was actually a turning point for me at the very, very beginning. We had several conversations. We did, our marketing teams did, our technical teams did. And I remember the first technical team meeting that I was on, that's when I thought, yes, this is it. This is really going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be transformational for the industry and helping them grow their business through new clients. The syncing of the data is instant. So from a client, from a consumer, booking their appointment on Treatwell Marketplace goes straight into SalonIQ's appointment book pretty much instantly. So there's nothing that the salon owner or the receptionist or front of house need to do.
Yep.
They don't need to manually book it in. There's no concern of multiple bookings being booked in at the same time or with the same team member, because it automatically syncs in. It's taken an awful lot of work, hasn't it, Aaron, and time. I think we estimated a rough time last year of being completed, beginning of this year, but we're now sort of around summer, and we're pretty much there and at launch. And we have salons using it live now, right?
Yeah, I think roughly 20 salons have started using it, and we've seen a substantial amount of bookings already. Yeah. Which again talks to the amazing salons that you have on your platform. Yeah. And I think what you were just saying before is the most important thing for us during this integration is we didn't want to integrate with SalonIQ but drive more admin or more stress on the partners. Yeah. So for us it was about having a seamless integration. A consumer goes on that marketplace, like you said, they pick the treatment, and that booking is directly in the SalonIQ app. And if that SalonIQ app has, let's say, a pre-existing appointment, that time won't be available. So it's one connection, one sync, and it's one platform, basically.
So excited. I can't wait for more to hear about it and use it. If you're a SalonIQ user, really quickly, it's in your salon settings. You'll see a Treatwell tab. So it's menu settings, salon, picturing it now in my head, menu settings, salons, and then there's a Treatwell tab on the left-hand side. You can accept the terms and conditions, and then the whole flow will show for you. You can sync the data, it will sync the rosters, team members, services, pricing for you. And then you're off. There's no need to talk to Treatwell if you don't want to, there's no need to talk to us. And that was really important for us, as, again, at the very beginning when we were having those technical meetings and collaborating together, Aaron. Like you just touched on there, it was important not to have several conversations with different people. It wanted to be a self-sufficient, self-service, pretty much onboarding process where you didn't need to delay and talk to people. They could just do it themselves at 10 o'clock at night if they wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. And we see the same with our business right now. salons don't need to talk to anyone to go live on the marketplace, and it's exactly the same with SalonIQ, the same experience, and we know that's what works.
Yeah, so a little bit of behind the scenes. What's impressed you most about working with the SalonIQ team?
I think the people, to be really honest with you. We speak to a lot of the team, particularly you, Cara, but also all the team, you know, your customer service team, your retention team. We've been collaborating quite well. And I would say that's what stands out. It's a really, really great bunch of people. And we also believe that we have a great bunch of people. So connecting the two has been quite seamless. There's been no issues on my side. And I really feel like the teams want to work together to make this work for the partner base. Yeah, and we love, SalonIQ always loves to be, we always ensure we're leading the market. And this is the first, I think this is the first collaboration of a premium salon software partnering with the Europe's leading #1 marketplace. Yes.
So I think it's going to hit headlines, Aaron. I can't wait. It's exciting. Can't wait. Finally, I think, what should an existing salon do? So we've just touched on the onboarding process, but if they have got questions, can they reach out to someone at Treatwell?
Yeah, absolutely. We're always here to help. We always want to help make you succeed.
Yeah.
The SalonIQ team as well, we've worked super closely with your team to ensure that they're trained and they know the knowledge that we know. But we want to help as well. So if there's anything we can do, reach out to us, please let us know. And we're going to be there to support you. And I know that obviously the SalonIQ team want you to succeed as well. Yeah. So yeah, you can speak to either of us, and we're totally aligned, and we want to make sure that it works for you. Yeah,
I just want to touch on a little bit and get your thoughts on this as well. So looking at salons and the industry as a whole in 5 years' time, obviously, as you said at the very beginning, we said it a couple of times, about technology rapidly changing, growing. For me, if someone asked me the question, how does the salon industry or technology look in 5 years' time? For me, salons themselves will be thriving well-being spaces where people will connect so much more than what they do now because they need it.
Yeah.
Because AI is just really coming in there, and we're not really talking to humans as much as what we were, or collaborating. So now I think, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing the shift where we're all coming together as a community, and we're wanting that one-to-one interaction. You know, this potentially would have been on Zoom a couple of years ago, but now we're together in person, you know, at your head offices. How do you see salons in 5 years' time?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think about myself from a personal experience, going to barbershops, for example. I really value the time I have. It's like an open space that we can talk, and the same for yourself. I'm sure, like you enjoy your nails or your hair, etc. You enjoy that experience. And I think in 5 years' time, nothing changes. That experience still needs to be delivered, and people still want to feel that amazing feeling they feel when they walk out and they've had, you know, a treatment of some type. So I think there's not much difference there in terms of change, but I do think the customer side will change. I think, you know, an interesting one for you is that I'm seeing people use HomePods to now book treatments or other kind of travel or tickets for something. And it's crazy, right? It's like technology is moving so rapidly in the consumer world that the beauty world needs to keep up and allow that accessibility into their world. But the treatment will always remain the same. So I think giving salons the ability to receive bookings in different ways that consumer wants to work, whether that be through AI, ChatGPT, or whatever that is, then great, allow them to do that, and then you still deliver the same exceptional service that they work on every day. Yeah,
so that's from a consumer point, but again, my prediction in 5 years' time is the way salons operate their businesses will be very different. Because of AI. We were talking again and touching on making it easier. We can do that, and the top 1% of the industry are doing that right now. And we keep mentioning this AI. It's not a buzzword. It's happening.
Yeah, I agree. I think salons will flourish when they like open the door to AI. In my opinion, I think AI is a really positive aspect for a lot of businesses because it speeds up processes. We use it internally now. Through all of our business, and I think salons will begin to do the same. You know, you mentioned something earlier, which is insights, and you're giving the ability to salons for insights. For me, incredible. It's game changing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're being able to see things that they wouldn't have seen before and act on it quicker without wasting any time. looking through manual reporting or...
Well, it's interesting, Aaron. One of the main reasons we looked at that, again, SalonIQ has over 100 reports. We're very famous for our team dashboards, salon dashboards for groups and multi-sites. It's crucial to really get a good overview of your business if you've got multiple locations.
Yeah.
But they're great if you have time to look at over 100 reports and look at all these dashboards and figures and data. We're creative people in terms of being stylists and therapists and barbers, so we don't really have the time to absorb that data. And even if we are looking at that, what do we do with it? Which is why we came up with IQ Area, which is the data analyst chat which we're using now. It's all done through artificial intelligence, through AI, and it's absolutely incredible. It's in beta as we speak for those watching the interview now. It honestly, it gives you so much. It gives you the insights that you've never had before. So instead of just looking at a grid of numbers, you get those numbers, but then it's telling you what opportunities you have, how to use those opportunities, implement those opportunities, execute those opportunities, and then grow and support your business. Which, again, leading the market, it's so important for owners, managers, front of house team members to have that insight of their business, looking at it. It's not just now focusing on those 3 KPIs. You've got those 3 KPIs that you need to focus on, but then you have someone there, like an assistant or a coach, supporting you and guiding you on how to use those numbers and drive the business forward, which we've never ever had.
It's game changing.
Yeah, huge.
Game changing.
And that doesn't mean you still need your salon coach, of course you do, because that's that human interaction and partnership. But if you're there at 10, 11 o'clock at night and you're worrying how you're going to get that projection high to meet that wages or that tax bill, you can use Aria and they'll give you some pointers straight away.
Is that the name, Aria?
Aria, yeah.
Nice, good name.
Yeah, which I really like. It's in beta just now, but honestly, people are absolutely loving it.
But that's the best bit of our job, right? Is when you give something to a salon and they come back with that incredible feedback and you think
that's why we do what we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Definitely. Aaron, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it. I love talking to you. I know we can go on all day. But yeah, really good. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Looking forward to the partnership.